UC San Diego Athletics had a week defined by history and momentum. On the baseball side, the Tritons threw a 7-inning no-hitter against LMU, the first Division I no-hitter in program history, powered by Connor Etnier, Nathan Reese, and Cal Elvis in a dominant 10-0 win. But Big West play has been inconsistent. UCSD dropped the series to Long Beach State despite strong pitching performances, including 7 innings and 9 strikeouts from Steele Murdoch. The issue has been execution, leaving too many runners on base. Meanwhile, softball is heating up at the perfect time. Tritons clinched the number 6 seed in the Big West tournament, powered by Malia Cherry's 14th homer of the season and a grand slam from Dylan Kunkel in a doubleheader sweep. So, can baseball turn dominant pitching into consistent wins, while softball carries its momentum into the postseason? This week for the Tritons, it was defined by extremes: historic success on the baseball field, frustrating inconsistency in Big West play, and a softball team that is clearly building momentum at the right time. From a program record no-hitter in baseball to a postseason clinching stretch in softball, Tritons are trending in two very different directions right now as regular season Titans. But on to the historic no-hitter.
Yeah, let's start with that. The Tritons earned a 10-0 run rule win over Loyola Marymount, but the story is the pitching staff here. UC San Diego recorded its first ever Division I no-hitter in program history, and just became the second no-hitter in the history of the school. Connor Etnier opened with 3 shutout innings. Nathan Reese followed with 3 perfect innings and 5 strikeouts, and Cal Elvis closed the door in the 7th inning. It was a complete pitching performance, no hits allowed, just 1 walk all game. Offensively, Drake Bicknell led the way with 3 hits and 3 RBIs, while UC San Diego broke the game open with an 8-run second inning. I would definitely call that breaking the game open, but it turned to struggles as Long Beach came into town.
Yeah, that was the Tuesday night on the no-hitter. But again, when it comes to baseball for UCSD, what matters is right now contention for the Big West tournament, which means you got to win Big West games, and they have been struggling as of late in Big West Conference Series. And this is one that hurts because they were battling to the top of the standings, but dropping 2 out of 3 to Long Beach doesn't put them in a pretty good spot, and they did that this weekend. So Friday showed promise with Steele Murdoch delivering 7 innings and 9 strikeouts, with the Tritons fell 3-1 after late runs by the Dirtbags. Saturday was a struggle offensively despite 8 hits. UCSD left 14 runners on base in an 11-1 loss. Sunday, they showed fight again. J.C. Allen's 3-run homer briefly gave the Tritons the lead, but a 4-run 6th inning flipped the game, and the Tritons fell 6-4. The pattern is becoming clear. Pitching is keeping UCSD competitive, but offensive execution with runners on base is costing them series. And the big overall picture for baseball right now is they turn back to a midweek matchup. They're going to play San Diego State, who's red hot. Mm-hmm. The Aztecs are red hot from a baseball perspective. And then they finish conference road play at Cal State Bakersfield. That's a winnable series for the Tritons. At this point in the season, the margin is thin, and UCSD has shown it can dominate anyone on the mound, but needs more consistency to finish games in Big West play, which moves us on to softball for the Tritons, who had a big offensive surge last week.
Yeah, this story is much more positive. The Triton softball team had surged offensively, including a 10-2 run rule win over CSU Bakersfield, powered by 14 hits and a breakout performance from Malia Cherry, who continues to rewrite the record books. Cherry launched her 14th home run of the season in that game, while Zara Wasserman and Haley Garcia continue to provide consistent production at the top of the lineup. They've also clinched the postseason, sweeping the doubleheader against Cal State Bakersfield, highlighted by a grand slam from Dylan Kunkel that helped secure the number 6 seed in the Big West tournament. Pitching is also stabilized with Callie Howard, also delivering a complete game shutout during that stretch, giving UC San Diego momentum heading into postseason. So unlike baseball, softball is peaking at exactly the right time as the offense is producing, pitching is steady, and the Tritons enter the Big West tournament with confidence and rhythm fully on their side.
So, heading into the final stretch of the season, UCSD presents two very different stories. Baseball has the talent and pitching to compete with anyone, but needs offensive consistency to close games into wins, to turn close games into wins. And softball is trending upward, peaking at the right time and heading into the postseason with momentum. Got to be able to make the Big West tournament before you can start making the NCAA tournament. And for the Tritons, they checked off one of the goals this season.